How you doing, everybody? Woo! It is hot. Hot isn't the word. It is hot out here in camera blurry. There we go. It is hot out here in Georgia. I just got done cleaning the truck. It was kind of dirty, isn't the word, but it's been raining a few days on and off, and been working. So you know how that is. You're not always able to get to your vehicles and clean them. It was overdue, and since I was already out, I decided to do it in the heat of the day. It is 4 o'clock right now, Eastern time, and if you're on the East Coast, you know East Coast don't play when it comes to that heat. God is hot. Can't wait till this hot weather is over. Meaning when we get out of here. But just making some small talk. I just wanted to make a quick video about to give my people, my born again believers, and also those who aren't born again that may be coming across this video, some opportunities that I came across for you to, work as an independent contractor, bring in some extra money for your family and stuff. I haven't done it yet. I've gone through the process, but I'm still waiting to see if I'm going to be approved for it. I should be approved. I'm just waiting. And I guess you can say I had a inside source, an inside tip. Some of you may know about this when I explain it or whatever. Some of you may have heard about it, and some of you may have never heard about it and say, hey, I would like to do that. My dad is the sales, the sales manager or sales finance manager at a big dealership here in Columbus. And he can be prideful. we'll say that. And God uses his pride. So Dad, if you're watching this, God is using your pride to bless me and bless other people. And God uses his pride to give me opportunities and give other people opportunities, because my dad's the type of person, he likes to put those that he know on. And what I mean by putting somebody on, let's say you got a job that's paying $30 an hour, and you got a friend that say, hey man, put me on. That's the hood lingo. How black folks talk and stuff. Put me on. Some of you are familiar with that, some of you are not, so that's why I'm explaining it. But what I'm saying, put me on, man. So you put somebody on, you put them on so they can have the same opportunities that you have. And so my dad put me on to a certain job through the dealership as a independent contractor. And so he was presenting it to me and said, hey man, got this job opportunity. I did it before, but I never got the email to do it. So you have to receive the email so you can respond to the email to fill out the information, and so you can start doing it. Because there are people that my dad put on, and they're making, doing it $1,300 a week. Really, for doing nothing, if you think about it. I'm not trying to make $1,300 a week or whatever, because I'm not trying to work that much, because I like my independence and the ability to be able to take on jobs as I need to, take care of my family and stuff, take care of ministry stuff and everything, and not really be bound by a set schedule. Now, of course, if the place that I clean up, they need the place clean at a certain time, then it is what it is. But I come across these different opportunities and everything, and depending on what it is, I do it. And so, like I was saying, my dad put me on because I'm his son, and my dad, my Heavenly Father, uses him to give me opportunities to take care of my family, to do ministry stuff, to keep me in a position that I am in, just in case something happens. Because if I get injured, then that's my livelihood. As far as for my wife or my son David, if I get injured, that's my contract. If I lose my contract, then it's not like, I can take sick leave or whatever it may be, when you're injured, workers comp and stuff like that. I get injured or I lose my contract, that's it. So I try to look out for different opportunities and keep those opportunities open, or keep them in my portfolio just in case. And I'm not, as I say, I'm not balling. You see the house behind here. These are mobile homes. I stay in a mobile home. It's my home right there. It's 3-bed, 1-bath mobile home. And some of you know before that I used to live in a hotel. I stayed at a hotel. That was pretty cool. That was something that I always wanted to do, in my life. And then I got married, and I had to move. Well, really, when me and my wife got married, we were staying in a hotel together, and she had no problem with this stuff. We got the RV, which is right there in front of me. So we're probably never going to get rid of that unless something drastic or bad happens to it, because that's something that we can always fall back on if something happens where I can't afford to pay the rent and everything. So I'm not living in some 5-bedroom, 4-bath house or living extravagant or nothing like that. I'm just a working man, just like anybody else. I guarantee majority of you out there have better houses than I do. But it's a roof over our head. I got hot water and everything. We got everything we need, and it's our home. But when I was staying in a hotel, and then I went to Arkansas and got my wife, because that was at the time her RV. Of course, we got married, so it's now my RV also. And we drove the RV back down to Georgia, and we were still staying in the hotel because that's where I was staying at. And then, she was cool with it. She was fine with it and everything. It was, I would say it was like one of the best times in my life. And I had my reasons for moving in a hotel, because at that time which I still am, but of course you got family, you got responsibilities that are different from when you are single. At that time, I didn't want anything to hold me back from preaching the gospel. So I simplified my life the most I could. And I moved into a hotel for like a week. And then I was like, am I going to stay? Am I going to move? I started looking for places. I started filling out applications for apartments and houses and stuff. And then I thought about it. I said I can just stay here. I mean, it had everything I needed. It was one of those hotels, like hotel suites, with the refrigerator, with the stove. It had everything that you needed. And so I stayed there, and then we got married and everything. And really, to tell you the truth, the only reason that we moved was because she got pregnant, we got pregnant. That's the only reason we really moved. We talked about it before, and after I said, do you think that if you weren't pregnant, during that time or before, if she never got pregnant, would we still be in the hotel? And she was like, yeah. She said, we didn't have any reason to move. Had everything that we needed as far as the essentials and stuff. It even came with not room service, but housekeeping and everything. So didn't have to buy toilet paper. But toilet paper can get expensive, but because you just go to the front desk and get toilet paper and stuff like that. But it was just stuff like that. Had the furniture and stuff like that. So I mean, y'all been in those type of hotels before. It has the refrigerator and the suite, and it has everything you pretty much need. It has your little desk, your bed, all that other stuff. And so we use the RV as a back and forth point, because of course you can't have two people's clothes in there. Now we had our basic necessities, and then I went to Walmart and I bought a I forgot what it's called. It's like a rolling closet. It's like a closet. It's like a cheap closet, like $70. And you have the clothes in the middle, and it has the racks on the side and stuff, little cubby holes and everything. Went and got that from Walmart and added it to the room, and I put my clothes over there, and then gave her the dressers and stuff. But yeah, like I said, we only moved because she got pregnant, and I wanted to go ahead and be in a place to be established and not do something last minute. So I found this place, the mobile home community, which, you know, it's pretty solid. They keep it up. You know, it's not run down like some of them you see and everything. People pretty much keep to themselves. You have a lot of elderly people over here, so that's always good, you know, as far as, you know, for a family and everything. But our neighbors next door, pray for them. Only problem really is the neighbors next door. They have the police coming over like at least once a week, it seems like, and that's not exaggerating. They always have something going on. But other than that, you know, it's straight. So like I was saying, we moved here. I wanted to be in a place to be established for the time being, where she could be comfortable in a pregnancy and everything. So I did that, and you know, we're still here. We haven't moved. We've been here for over a year, and I've been looking around at different places because, you know, I do want to move again to give my son some room to stretch his legs and stuff. Of course, you know, mobile home isn't nothing but so big. We don't have a double wide or a triple wide. It's just a basic mobile home, 3-bed, 2-bath with the living room, dining room, stuff like that. But so yeah, back to the job thing, as I was saying in the main topic of this video. If you go to the dealerships, I don't know who you would ask in regards to being put in the right place as far as where you need to go, because every dealership would be different. But you can go to the dealership and you can apply to be an independent contractor to drive cars. So you may be saying, well, what do you mean drive cars? Drive the cars in a lot? No. Let's say Kelson King. Well, let's say you go to a dealership, you like a vehicle, they don't have the color you want. They say, we got this vehicle, it's in Texas, or it's in Atlanta. Let's say you stay in Georgia. What they would do is they would send me and say somebody's sitting right here, somebody else, nobody's here, but just for argument's sake, me and somebody else to go pick your car up. So they would pay us to go pick the car up so you can see if you like the car, if you're going to get the car and everything. I think they only go pick it up after the paperwork is signed, blah, 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 but, you know, that's besides the point. You go pick up cars. Rather it's somewhere far, rather it's somewhere close, wherever it is, you are an independent contractor, independent driver, and you get paid for going to pick up cars. Now, there's a guy that does it, and he does it, he's in. He'll go on a trip and come back, you know. He'll go on a trip to Texas and come back and hit the road again. So his check may be sometimes $900 or $1,000 or whatever. So that's pretty good money. I don't even make that a week. We're talking weekly, $1,000 or $1,300 a week. Some of you make that type of money. I don't make that type of money. My money fluctuates depending on the amount of work that I do for the week. I have a set amount that I receive because of my contract, but everything after that, you know, there's no guarantee. So yeah, you can go up there, you can apply for the job. I went through AutoNation. Some of you may be familiar with AutoNation. You can go up there. I went through them. I'm just waiting for my paperwork to come back and everything. You do everything online. I just texted my dad earlier to see what was going on, and I only want to do it like, you know, part-time. You know, I want to take like 2 short trips and maybe 1 long trip to make a few extra dollars to put in my pocket so I can take care of my family, you know, ministry stuff, you know, stuff like that. Eventually we're gonna move. That costs money. You know, you gotta have the first month rent, you know, deposit, all that other stuff. We really want to move to Mexico, but Mexico is out of our budget right now. We do have the opportunity to move to Africa, so that's something that's also on the table. Her sister is married to a African, like real life African, and they have a farm, and they're going over they're moving back over there to take over the family business. And so her sister told my wife, which is her sister, that we can move over there and everything. We could stay on the farm. They would give us housing. They would, give us jobs and stuff like that to help out with the family business and everything. And if we didn't want to stay there, then they would help us find a place to stay and stuff like that. So that's also an opportunity. It would be different. I've never been to Africa, never been to what they call the motherland. So different opportunities. I'm just allowing the Lord to lead us and, pray for us. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So if you're looking for extra opportunity to make some money and stuff like that, and you think that might be for you, go check it out. Call down to your dealerships. They should be able to get you the information, guide you in the right direction, and you'll be able to drive. And you're not bound by 9 to 5. It gives you more freedom and stuff like that for those who are, independent contractors, stuff like that. For those who are looking for these different type of opportunities, looking to come off the 9 to 5 and get some of their hours back and everything. But yeah, Brother Julio, Brother Daryl, Sister Frida, I'm missing some people and stuff that email me and everything. I haven't forgot about y'all. I love each and every one of you, even if I don't know your name. If I've talked to you before, Romans, I think it's Romans 10:17. I forgot your email. But yeah, just thinking about people off the top of my head. I love y'all. God bless y'all in Jesus Christ's name. And again, it's an opportunity for anybody that wants to try it out. Stay focused for Jesus. Oh, if you got any questions about it, shoot me an email and I get back to you when I can. And if you need to talk to me on the phone. Shoot me a message on Facebook or whatever, and I give you my number and we'll correspond like that. I actually like talking on the phone better because I'm able to talk on the phone. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm more able to talk on the phone than I am to email a lot of times. So yeah, I am open to conversation on the phone. Some pastors and stuff, they're not. You can't talk to me. Go through my email. I'm kind of like the opposite. But I'm out. Love y'all.